I mean, I thought it was good. I really did. I thought going small and pretty much switching everything threw off their rhythm. Um, but I thought pretty much most of the night we did a pretty fair job defensively. They just, man, they put a lot of pressure on you. As fast as they play, and Fox was knocking his threes down, which we was willing to live with that early on, and he made us pay. He really did. But I just thought we had so many great contributions from so many players in the game, and that's how we pretty much have to be all year. You never know who's going to have a big night. Um, we got to chip in. Everybody just got to chip in and do their part.
Can you describe more your decision to go small?
A couple players in throw this.
Yeah, I thought they were hurting us, a lot with their pick and roll stuff, going after our bigs. Even though I thought that Drew had some incredible plays for us, at the rim, and we weren't able to create advantages, offensively or defensively. And so I felt like, going small would give us a chance. We had a lot of playmakers out there. Justice, I felt like with Justice having him on Sabonis, Justice he's a bulldog, man. He's strong, and you're not just going to back him down and throw him around. I mean, and then having him out there to play make as well, I thought will be good for us, and it worked out tonight.
Did you see something there that you think could be sustainable for long stretches of the season?
Yeah, that's one of the things that we did a lot in preseason and practice. We didn't do much of it in the games, but yeah, I envision us having a lot of stretches this year where we play small. You got guys. As long as the thing that you always will be worried about is the rebounding, and as long as we can collectively, obviously Josh Hart's a fantastic rebounder. Jeremy, challenging Jeremy to go in there. He went and got that big board at the end, and Justice obviously can rebound. So as long as we can bond together and rebound in those situations, I think it'll be a good lineup for us, and a lot of times in games.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, man, he made some big ones, man, huge ones. I thought early on, he was getting a few good looks, but I really did. I thought early on he had some good ones that if he would have made, he could have. He's one of those guys that can get going really quickly. Didn't make them, but stayed solid. The rest of the time, I thought defensively, Ant did a really good job of competing, and sticking to our game plan. A lot of our coverages. He was in different coverages than most of the other guys because he was chasing shooters. He stayed focused all night. I was proud of him on both sides.
Is this about what you expected, a step forward in maturity?
Yeah, Ant is, bro, he got so many different levels that he's going to get to. And you're going to see everybody. We're all going to be lucky enough to watch his development, watch his ascension, even from this point here, too. Like I said and shared before the game, like him and Dame, they still got some growing to do as far as playing with each other, playing off of each other. And when they get there, it's going to be scary.
How important was Josh's performance in the third quarter?
Yeah, he kept us in there. He kept us in there. They came out. They had the momentum at the half. They came out, and they did a pretty good job of getting the ball where they needed to go. But Josh, I usually try to get him out after 6 or 7 minutes, but I couldn't because he kept us in there, and I just asked him how's he feeling. He wanted to keep going, so I let him keep going. But Josh is just that type of player, man. He's always going to be efficient. He's going to take whatever matchup you want. He's going to make those diving on the floor plays, and all the other things that he does. He doesn't get the credit for, but offensive, just getting downhill, making those plays. He can make shots. He was huge for us tonight.
What do you think it means for Shaden to knock down some shots, in his debut and give you guys some pop off the bench?
Man, I was just so proud of Shay, man. I was so proud. I just think ignorance is bliss. You come into a game like that, and you able to just play the way that you play. You're not even overthinking it like I'm in an NBA game. This is my first game. This is a crazy environment. When you don't think about any of those things and it's just hoop, then you just play basketball. And I thought that he made some reads tonight offensively that really impressed me in big moments. You know, I was very happy for Shaden, man.
He came in earlier than he did in a lot of preseason games. Has he just shown you a lot of growth in practice to earn these minutes, or just rolling?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had like a little second training camp, and I was able to, again, I talked about it, shorten the rotation, try to start getting some continuity, and I just feel like, what way to better develop what we feel is going to be a young special player than throw him in the fire, man.
Chauncey, a lot of what we saw tonight, I feel like is kind of the blueprint of what you've been talking about that you want to do. That it's not going to be all the Dame show, defense when it mattered, protecting the ball. Like, how close of what you envisioned was that tonight?
I thought it was it's close. I mean, I just like to play the game the way that the game should be played. We have a generational guy in Dame, and he's gonna have his nights. But we got to have other guys be there when it's actually not his night, and you can actually go win a game or go steal a game, and that's exactly what happened tonight. Dame is gonna have his 50s and all those big nights, but even on those nights, he's locked in and committed to like sharing the ball and playing the right way on both ends of the floor.
You felt pretty good about putting Jeremy on Fox, huh?
Yeah.
That's all confidence.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is this. I like the length of Jeremy. I like his versatility. He's going to take a lot of those matchups this year. I like that takes a little pressure off of Dame, and Ant. And this is what we wanted when you go get those type of players that can play both sides and with a lot of length, and with Josh and even Justice and Jeremy. Like, you want them to be able to impact both sides, so take advantage of that, So we was happy with that. The shots that De'Aaron hit, he had a special night, but to me, he can hit those over anybody.
Did you see that in Jeremy before he got here, or something you picked up on?
Yeah, it's the reason why I've been such a big fan of his, is you can kind of move him all over the place, and we're still learning him offensively where we can get him the ball in some of his spots as well. So I think he's going to be a special player for us.